one and only Brandon Hall, who is so many things, but business consultant, recruiting expert, trainer, sales extraordinaire, also former MMA fighter, if you didn't know. Brandon, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
All right.
Let's fire away.
So Brandon, you are an expert in different things, and one of them is helping implement recruiting systems for businesses. Besides hiring you, what are some advice, some tips that a company can do that maybe they're an installer, they don't have a sales, and they're adding sales, now they start recruiting? Any tips or advice you can do to help them get their leg up?
Yeah, well, I mean, if having somebody that's done it before obviously is extremely important. If you need to be able to lean on the leadership that have experience. If you don't have anybody in your organization with experience, find somebody who does. Recruiting isn't as easy to pick up as people think. You know, a lot of people think it's just talking to your friends and, you know, asking that they're interested in hearing about an opportunity. But there's a lot that goes into it: data tracking, you know, early stage retention programs, making sure guys are getting to sales, first impressions with interviewing and whatnot. So I would start off by getting at least a recruiting admin if you plan on hiring more than 10 people a month. Because of their existence, because of dedicating all of their time to recruiting, they're going to be able to get far more recruits than you would have because of their ability to spend all of their time focused on the data and the fulfillment and scheduling everybody in calendars and working with the managers. And if you can get somebody that specializes in it, even if you're not super efficient, you'll still get a good amount of results because someone's just putting a lot of time into it. So I would start off by getting an admin if you need more than 10 recruits a month.
Makes sense. I saw you on stage earlier and you were talking about recruiting, and my question is about getting on stage and be able to come to a conference and be able to speak. How does that happen, and how do you prepare, and how, what does it feel like to get up there?
Well, there's, you know the saying that sometimes it takes 10,000 hours to master a craft. You really just have to become the best at what you do. And if you're in a lane where there's a lot of competition, try to maybe find something that there's not so much competition. If maybe try not to be known for having the best door pitch, because you're competing with Mike O'Donnell and Jake Hess and all these guys that Danny Pesci that have all these incredible sales strategies. So maybe find something that makes you somewhat unique, because if you can provide value in a way that that other people need, and you're the best at it, and you're clearly an expert. You're not just good at it, but you're an expert where you can mentor and train other people that want to become experts. That's how you get on stage.
I love that.
I control the flow and get loose. You used to be Solar Joe, now Joe Moose. I'ma break it down on the song like the Fuse. Drop the bomb, yo, the website, joemoose.com.